Hello, Swarm TV.
I'm Trevin.
And I'm Jorge.
Winter sports is officially wrapping up.
And like last year, we have a state contender, right?
Yes, we have the defending state champion for bowling, Kendall Bell.
But he's facing some tough competition.
Let's see how well he's handling the pressure.
I'm here with TJ's boys head coach, Mr. Young, with a couple questions about how he feels with TJ bowling this year and for the future. So, how do you feel about Kendall Bell with the chance and the possibility of going back to state?
Oh, I think he's got a real good chance of going back to state this year. We also have a few girls. I'm also the girls coach this year. We also have a few girls that possibly break through. And in addition to Kendall Bell, Preston Wade and Anthony Wayman have been posting up some high scores. So they got a good chance of going through as well.
So you're pretty positive with the future of TJ bowling, you would say?
Oh, yeah. I think we've got some good young bowlers coming up. The girls program is going to break off next year and be a stay-alone program. Mrs. Madison, in fact, is going to be coaching that team, and she's a prior college bowler, so they're going to have some good instruction coming around next year for the girls. And the boys, if they just continue to keep bowling, they'll be in good shape.
Alrighty, thank you. I'm here with TJ's last year state champion of bowling, Kendall Bell. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
How do you handle the pressure of being a state championship owner, and how do you feel about the possibility of going back?
This year, I've really made sure that I don't put any pressure on myself. I've heard that a lot of other team bowlers, they like to try to compete with me, so they put pressure on themselves to try to beat me.
Yeah.
I just show up. It's another day. Just gotta keep throwing it like I know how to, and just move on.
What are some goals you have outside of bowling wise on, being a champion and like working on your skills?
My goal for this year was to make state as a team. So we do have a couple more weeks of preparation, and we're starting to look good coming down the stretch.
How does it feel that this is your last year of bowling with Thomas Jefferson High School?
It went fast. It really did. A lot of people don't think that 4 years is going to go by quickly, but it does. Once you get there, it sets in. You're like, that did go very, very fast.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, he seems like champion material.
In addition to Kendall's success, the art department has put together something interesting.
They are?
Yes, we have a very active art department, and they put together a mini digital art show for TJ fans.
Fascinating. That means anyone can get TJ talent.
Yes, even watching the Great Swarm TV as well.
Let's see how Miss Mimic in the arts department is doing.
I'm Robin Cochran, and I'm here with Miss Mimic, one of the art teachers here at TJ. And today we are going to be talking to her about the virtual art show. So, Miss Mimic, what encouraged you to conduct the virtual art show?
So in the last couple of years, there's been a lot of art competitions and art shows that TJ typically participates in, such as like the Summer Arts Festival. And for different reasons, they've been canceled due to like budgetary issues, or maybe just like for instance, the Artists Co-op downtown, they've had some change in leadership. So there definitely was a need for art. AL they have a student art show. However, theirs is just for 2 days. It's usually towards the end of the semester, and it's in their art room. Their art space is a lot bigger, and their classrooms are conjoined. So right away, just like thinking about having an art show here, we have to think about space, time, all those different things. I thought a virtual art show would be the best thing to do because we don't have to worry about space, and then we also don't have to worry about time. Anybody can view the art show from any place in the world, really, and at any time.
So, a virtual art show I have never heard about before, no one ever doing it. So what gave you the inspiration to conduct one?
During COVID, that was one thing that a lot of these art shows that I talked about, we participated in. They went to doing a virtual art show. Even here in Council Bluffs, we typically have an art show twice a year at ESC, ESC being the central office, and that's for grades K through 12. So during COVID, they also had a virtual art show. So that's where I got the idea from.
Why did you encourage your students to participate in the virtual art show and get their art out in the community?
So I think having your art on display, that's going to give you these life skills. Like if you choose to have a career in art or something creative, even if it's not art, at some point your art is going to be on display.
I do have one follow-up question. How would students that do not have any art classes or any art curriculars in the school as part of their schedule do art here?
So I'm glad you asked that. Every Wednesday after school, we have art club. It's here in my room. My room is C125. It's right across the hall from Mrs. Bancroft, in case you know where that room is. So we have art club every Wednesday after school until about 4:30. And we have snacks. Can't turn that down.
And last question for you, Ms. Minnick. How do you feel that art has impacted your students?
So arts in general can be used in all sorts of different scenarios. One thing that I love about art is that you can connect it to literally every single subject that you learn about here in school. Art is the earliest form of communication. People communicated through pictures before they communicated through writing and words. If you look around, art is everywhere. I mean, art is on t-shirts, art is on album covers, art is on TV, like how everything is designed, like the things in front of us, that's art. So I feel like students are able to make those connections to the outside world. Regardless of what career they choose after they graduate, they're probably incorporating art into their everyday life.
I'm Autumn Cochran, and I'm here with Jessica Ruby. Today we are going to be asking her some questions about the digital art show. So, Jessica, how has art helped you grow as a person?
Art has helped me grow as a person by helping my self-confidence, and also I've been able to make a lot more friends in the art community. Along with making more friends, I've got more of like people who actually do art, their opinions on my art, which again boosts my confidence.
I see. And how has that confidence boost made you a better person?
I'd say it made me more social. A lot of people that I actually thought were cool, I would never approach before, but now I've been able to approach them a lot more often, and I'm able to widen my varieties of people and other things.
So art has been a big help for you.
Definitely.
So art has helped you adjust into high school life as a freshman.
Yeah, it's definitely, it helps like with my social part, and also just a lot more of like, oh hey, I could do this over like projects and stuff like that.
So has art in general helped you just grow?
Yes, it has helped me grow just in general.
How did the art show affect you?
The art show, it's mostly about confidence, but it helped me like go, hey, wow, my art's finally good enough that I can put it in something that people actually want to see.
And last question, do you see yourself taking art further outside of high school, even in taking it just through the rest of your high school years?
Oh, definitely. There's a lot that I haven't learned that I would love to learn, and a lot more practice that I would love to get in to improve my art.
Okay, thank you for your time. I'm here with Madison Sillig, and we are going to be getting her take on the virtual art show and the art programs here at TJ. So, Madison, how would you say art has helped you grow as a person?
I'd say it's definitely helped with like my stress when I'm worrying about something.
How has it helped you de-stress?
Being able to write and like draw my feelings down, or just like drawing whatever, it helps, ease my mind.
And how has the virtual art show that you put a few pieces of yourself contributed to that?
I'd say it was a little nerve-wracking, but it's nice knowing that my art's out there for the people to see, knowing that I worked really hard on that and people can see that.
Do you think art is something that you would take outside of high school since you are going to be graduating soon yourself?
Yes, definitely. I draw now, even at home, so I would definitely sketch. I may not do as big of projects, but yeah, definitely.
Final question for you. Mm-hmm. Would you recommend people like middle schoolers from Kern or Wilson that are coming to TJ to go to the art program even if they aren't the best artists?
If they are the best artists, I definitely say if they like art, they should definitely try it, because you always can improve and you can always get better. So I definitely do think that they should try it. because they could end up being, really famous for their art one day. Okay, thank you for your time. You're welcome. Bye.
How creative.
Well, they're art students, of course they are.
And with Valentine's Day coming up, some students could use some romantic advice.
I've already got a Valentine. What do I need to learn?
Even in age relationships, there's always more to improve on.
Let's interview some of our lovely Jack kids and see how they upkeep their relationships.
A walk down memory lane.
Hello, Short TV. Jimmy Rashkine here, and I'm here with.
Mrs. Fitzgerald.
I'm here with.
Mr. Brewer.
I'm here with.
Miss K.
I'm here with.
Evan Freemeyer.
I'm here with.
Mr. Pulver.
What's some advice you have for teenagers in relationships?
Oh, some good advice. I think communication is always good key. Don't feel like you have to rush into relationships and just treat others how you want to be treated.
My advice would be just to be yourself and not pretend to be somebody else.
I guess my number one piece of advice would be don't take high school relationships too seriously. They come and go. You'll have good times and bad times. But if a girlfriend or a boyfriend ruins your entire life, you probably need to rethink.
I would just say to really make sure that you're thinking through your decisions. You don't want to make a positive or negative impact on someone's life that could last forever. And that just respect them, be respectful to each other.
Mostly don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. It's all that headache, it's that drama. You all got sports to do and running around, go to the movies, have a good time. I'd skip the drama.
Do you consider Valentine's Day romantic?
I would say it's absolutely a romantic holiday across the entire United States, whether it's Hallmark cards, candy companies, drink companies, they're always focused on it and focused on the romance side of it. I don't know for kids if it's as much for like young adults or just elementary school kids with the Valentine's cards. I would say yes, romantic holiday.
Consider Valentine's Day romantic?
No, it's a commercial thing to make money for companies. I feel like you can get caught up in, I have to buy something. Okay, and businesses, they want you to do that. They want to sell their chocolate and their silly little stuffed animals and stuff, right? But you're just posing when you're trying to look like the good boyfriend by buying this stuff. How much money did I spend? That kind of stuff. You're trying to look like the good girlfriend. But the good boyfriend and the good girlfriend actually are doing something that's meaningful and heart level, and that usually doesn't mean how much did you spend. It's did I know what this person likes, and did I put them first? Did I think about that stuff? And if you do that, that's going to be the better gift.
How is your day-to-day life romantic?
I think you can just be nice to your partner, be nice to other people, and it's not as romanticized, I think, with what we see on the movies, but positive impact and positive relationships will always make it a little bit more positive, more romantic.
Well, right now we've got 2 babies that are 4 months, and so it is a sleep. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, 4 months. It's sleepy. The most romantic thing I could do for my wife is to take the babies and let her have a nap. So that's my day to day.
And what's some ups and downs you have overcome in your marriage?
Marriage is like any other relationship. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of give and take. Sometimes you end up doing a whole bunch of things you don't want to do. But you got to kind of pick your battles in order to stay married. And sometimes you got to give in to things you don't want to do. But in the end, it's all worth it because it's someone you love.
I've been married for almost 15 years now. And you're gonna have your disagreements. You're gonna have to know how to fight and still, sit across the table and have some dinner together. I'd say the good parts are, having a friend there every day. The bad parts are having that same person there every day.
Yeah, I got you.
Ooh, ups and downs. I love my husband Charlie very much. Little note for him. I don't know, we don't want to have too many downs. Again, just communication is really key and doing your best to get along.
I would say ups and downs just come from everything that we see, right? You'll see positives and negatives. Everyone does things that annoy people. Make sure before you confront someone on something that you know is annoying them or might be annoying you, think about how it's going to impact them first.
Ups and downs. I think something that you always have to work on, no matter like who your relationship is with, is like communication, whether it be friends or coworkers or your, significant other. A down of a relationship would just be like little things, like I don't know, maybe they don't pick up their socks, or maybe they don't do the dishes the way that you want them to do.
Okay, that's good.
That's like adult stuff.
Yeah, I know. All right, we're done.
And that was Swarm TV. Perfect episode to show our love to the school.
Lame. I only have room in my heart for one.
Good luck to those going to championships and students in the digital art show. Happy Valentine's Day, Jackets!
On a scale from 1 to 10, you're 9 and I'm the one you need.
Boo!
Know what's on the menu? Me and you.
Get off the stage.
Can you touch my hand? I want to tell my friends I've been touched by an angel. Are you a bank loan? Because you got my interest.
Boo!
No, restart. I was.
Jorge!